you very much. Let me just switch on the presentation. Okay, I hope everyone can see this. If you can see this, just press a Y for me. Okay. So hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this presentation of Standard Cross Finance Chain, also called SCF. Before we start, let me say that this presentation is based on personal experience, and this is for education purpose only. You are urged to check with your financial advisors before embarking in your journey with SCF. My name is Adrian, and I will be doing part 1. KL will be doing part 2. After the session, we can take a couple of questions and try to answer them. Before we get into what is SCF, I need to explain what is the web has evolved from Web 1.0 to Web 2.0. What it makes possible for mobile internet access and social networks means that we can access Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, even the ZooM. Web 3.0 or Web third generation revolutionized the way we use the internet. It's the next step in web development that enables us to have a more decentralized but secured automated web. So Web 3.0 will be able to handle more transactions, applications, but will require different networks and platforms to work together to provide seamless user experience. Hence, a dual chain system would be beneficial to Web 3.0. Standard Cross Finance is a public blockchain, which means anyone in the internet with the internet access can sign on, and SCF, being a dual chain design, utilize both the blockchain of SCF main and SCF fin. So the diagram explains SCF main chain is the security and decentralization portion, similar to Ethereum, and SCF fin chain is the scalability part, similar to Phantom and Solana. Both performs independently and interacts with each other efficiently. Smart contracts are self-executing agreements that are stored on a blockchain. The processing of these smart contracts with different chains eliminates the need for cross-chain interactions and ensure transparent contract execution. So smart contracts can be used for various purposes: real estate deals, financial transactions, supply chain, copyright. So SCF, being the high-performance public chain, will be used to solve issues in terms of financial performance, scalability, security, and others. They minimize risks, eliminate manual processes, and provide faster, accurate contract execution with 24/7 accessibility. Yeah, I have to actually say what is zero knowledge proof, because it's very important. SCF main and SCF fin supports this, and it ensures 3 parts: privacy, identity protection. It means a higher level of privacy, which sensitive data can be verified without sharing additional information. Efficiency, the verification process is faster, and security of fin chain. Zero knowledge proof ensures that only legitimate participants can access data and reduce the risk of data breaches. So the diagram of zero knowledge proof application emphasizes the key properties: completeness without revealing additional information, soundness, both the verifier and the prover possess a secret key needed to decrypt the data, and zero knowledge randomness is used to ensure the prover can only prove what they know and cannot guess the answer. So the real world applications of zero knowledge proof is, well, for blockchain technology, it relies on zero knowledge proof, is to ensure the integrity and authenticity of transactions in a decentralized network. So on a global scale, zero knowledge proof in SCF has the potential to revolutionize the way we verify information privately and securely on a global scale. So the SCF chain has a total issue volume of 840 million with an initial block reward of 10 SCFs. The SCF fin token will be 100% mined and sent to the SCF wallet every day. Halving every 4 years is what gives its store of value characteristics, which means that the reduction of the block reward will lower the rate of newly created SCF coins. And this could lead to a higher value of each SCF in circulation, and it will be a positive sentiment in the market. Well, also can be a price increase over time. Now it's already 61. That's investors are quite happy with it. So it's actually similar to Bitcoin. Bitcoin did this Bitcoin halving every 4 years, and it has an impact on the entire Bitcoin network. Bitcoin experts generally predict that the Bitcoin will continue to gain value in the years following the Bitcoin halving. So halving of SCF may see the same path. SCF may be seen as a viable currency as businesses offer it as a payment method, especially when FinPay is one of the SCF main ecosystems. So just now we saw the video. It was done quite fast, but let me just explain quickly. The SCF is a public chain. To be successful, it has to have ecosystems working seamlessly. So out of 8, 3 have been launched, 1 more very soon. FinSwap, the largest and key ecosystem of SCF. This is actively involved in the current ecosystem. It has seamless compatibility with EVM. For some who don't know, EVM is Ethereum Virtual Machine as part of the dual chain capability in utilizing between FTC main chain, which the address starts with 0x, and the Fin chain address starts with F. So this EVM executes the smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain and is compatible with different programming languages, making it easy to develop applications on the Ethereum blockchain. So SCF dual chain has that compatibility. FUSD, which is the short form for FinUSD, is a native stablecoin. It is backed by sufficient collateral through the pledging of SCF and Bitcoins on the SCF chain. Next, we look at FinSol. This is to encourage investors to play and pay with SCF. A pioneer project of Metaverse 2.0, it was developed to support both 3D and 2D gaming experience. So it will integrate with ChatGPT. I mean, that's the famous words that they use now. Allowing players to experience various game experience with SCF rewards. Again, we use SCF as part of the reward. Now, FinPay is coming online soon. It will settle payments between the banks involving loans and collaterals. It will perform 7,500 plus transactions per second, TPS, on the main chain, and 80,000 TPS on the Fin chain. What it means? Well, to some people, it's very good information because it outperforms even Ripple, because Ripple only performs 1,500 TPS. FinPay averages 3 seconds for every simultaneous transaction. This also is good because it's far faster than Ripple, which only does 5 to 10 seconds per transaction. The next part, which is yet to be launched, is FinX, a decentralized derivatives exchange. It can provide margin trading, transaction matchmaking. It will have transparent fee structure and secure risk management. Finbox, users can log in to use wallet address and can chat, they can send messages, and it can integrate with NFT transactions. Now, FinBill is a cross-chain bills trading marketplace. They say that it can handle all the bills of exchange. It has not been launched yet. And the last bit is Fin SBT, a non-transferable NFT, which is a proof of who you are token. Now, to me, FinSwap and FUSD are very important ecosystems together with the other 6 ecosystems. This differentiates SCF from the other platforms out there. This is not seen in any other public chain. So what's different here? So liquidity pool has been emphasized in the decentralized exchange. Now, a liquidity pool is an important part of a decentralized exchange as a group of fund of assets are pulled together in a smart contract, like I explained earlier, that enables trading without the need of an intermediary. So what are the benefits? Lower costs, because there's no intermediary. It incentivizes people to participate as liquidity providers. And the shared pool increases liquidity and enables more efficient trading. Now, the examples of decentralized exchange includes Uniswap, SushiSwap, Curve Finance. In comparison to a centralized exchange, the trading is done in an order book, which is the intermediary for the buyers and sellers to match the buy and sell. That's how centralized exchange works. So liquidity providers can add liquidity to the pool and remove the liquidity anytime. Now, these people will earn a fee based on providing that liquidity. So liquidity pools actually use algorithms to determine the price of the asset based on the supply and demand of the pool. So this is a very important thing now. How does this mechanism work? What is the mechanism for us to contribute to the SCF liquidity pool? In order to buy SCF, we need USDT. Of course, we have to convert it to FUSD to buy the SCF main coin. Vice versa, when we want to sell the coin, we will exchange the coin for FUSD. After that, we convert to USDT, BP, TRC, and whatnot, and we transfer to our Huobi and Binance and whatnot. So the system, through FinSwap, provides the function to buy and sell SCF. The SCF liquidity pool provides the pool for all the transactions to happen. Now, who contributes to this liquidity pool? Well, as I understand, initially was the company. So the company cannot be the only contributor to the LP. If the main contributor to the LP is a few persons together with the company, they have control and possibility of the means to pull away the liquidity, and no one can withdraw the money. This sudden withdrawal of funds will create a vacuum where if you want to sell a coin, there is no USDT to receive. So, for the liquidity pool to manage the risk of a sudden withdrawal, there had to be changes. So how does it work? The company allows the investors to be the contributor to the LP. Now it's 861.7 million pool size with about 743,000 holders. With so many people providing the LP, there are many buyers and sellers. So it creates a stable market to buy and sell. So that's the stability. With a big pool size, price volatility, especially downwards, is minimal because of this market stability. Either direction, up or down, will be steady. Of course, we look forward to a price increase, but it will be gradual due to the size of the pool. So as you know, those who are in SCF now, the main price is at 61, which is quite good. And because of that, it will also attract new market players to buy and to sell. That's very positive for us. To contribute to the liquidity pool, we need a pairing of one SCF, price now value, like I said, the 61 and 61 FUSD. So it's about 122 FUSD in value. Then you pledge the LP. But why pledge? Big question everybody asks, why pledge? As I mentioned before, the liquidity pool will have the trading of SCF through buying and selling. So you buy and you sell. Everyone can add and remove from that liquidity pool anytime. So when there's a mass addition or withdrawal, it can affect the LP. So a way to reduce the potential of this huge removal is to promote pledging. So when we pledge the funds, this will help with the stability of the pool, which you can pledge 7 days, 15 days, or even 30 days. That we will talk about it in part 2, to be explained by Mr. KL. This will make sure the ecosystems allow all members who collectively build this together with the appreciation of the coin price and of course the appreciation of the ecosystem as more and ecosystem come in. So you can pledge in FUSD or USDT BP20, TRC or ERC. This will help in growing the liquidity pool. So on 23rd of August, this was announced. What is AVEAI.ai? It is a one-stop user-friendly platform for Web3 traders. is the ultimate solution for trading digital assets. Yeah, it's a bit technical here. But basically, the integration of SCF blockchain with AVE.AI is news because AVE.AI is an all-in-one platform that allows users to manage their digital assets with real-time data, real-time market data. AVE.AI supports a wide range of digital assets, including cryptocurrencies, tokens, NFTs. So SCF can fit seamlessly with AVI in terms of marketing, advertising, and even community engagement. So with all this, what's so great about it? So this is what you see when you access SCF on AVE.AI on a real-time basis. Sorry, this is a screenshot, not real-time, but basically it's a screenshot. So first you see this. This is a graph of the SCF price movement. Then you see the 4-hour movement chart. Of course, you can click 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, but 4 hours is pretty stable to see their movement. It shows the high and low of the price, and then also lets you see the volume, which is 1.146 million in the current 4-hour block. If you notice, it's not 4 hours yet, so basically it's still, at that point in time, it's 1.146 million. The transactions, this is the most recent transaction. As I explained earlier, the FinSwap is an integral part to the exchange of FUSD to transact the SCF. So it shows that there's this price being transacted of 60.877 for 2.8 SCF, totaling $170. And then we also see the liquidity, like I mentioned before. This is the record of the liquidity being added at the time of 9:21 p.m. 62.31 FUSD with 1.02 SCF. So the key information to look out for is the SCF liquidity, which is 861 million. It was 678.67 million on the 4th of September when we presented it last week. Now that's a jump of 200 million in liquidity in 9 days. It comprised SCF coins, 7.06 million, times the price of SCF, which is now 60.87, well, 61, but this is 60.877, and that totals 429.80 million. And when we add the FUSD of 430.85 million, we will get the 861 million liquidity pool size. The 24-hour amount and volume is stated as 383,023.38 million transacted over the past 24 hours. It also shows there is 743,000 orders. The market cap is 1.36 billion based on the number of SCF in circulation of 22.34 million and at the SCF price of 60.419. Okay, now actually I want to touch a bit on this section. It's something to compare so that probably some people may appreciate it. This section shows the other types of coin listed on AVE.AI. So let's take a comparison. So here we see the key information, which is SCF liquidity, I mentioned before, 861 million with market cap 1.36 on a price of 60.87. It's only up 0.02% for the day. Coin circulation, 22.34 million. If we take NB as a comparison, yes, it's up 50.8%. The price is 0.325. The NB liquidity is 206,000. It's 216,000, not even 216 million. So cannot compare with SCF. The market cap is only 163,000, of course, based on the price. And the coins in circulation is only 500,000. So cannot compare. Next example, AMD. Now, AMD, its liquidity is 388,000. The point to note, the circulation is 17.91 million. But the price is 1.77 cents, up 33.85%. What does it show? In both circumstances, if you can see, in NB and in AMD, see the price has been jacked up. Yeah, that's why it's up 50%, 33%. Why? Because the liquidity pool is small. At the same time, the coins in circulation, of course, AMD is higher, but you know the number of coins is so much less as compared to SCF. So there's no competition in SCF with the liquidity pool size and the price and the coins in circulation. Of course, with the market cap steadily going up, the price movement of SCF will also be steady. And we hope, and I hope actually, it will continue as it is. But of course, the pledging would be something to look forward to, which now I will pass it on to Mr. KL for the second part. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you, Adrian. Let me share the screen. All right. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yep, okay, great. Let me go to your page. All right. Hey, hello everyone. A very good evening to all. And to those in the West, a very good afternoon. Any of y'all from the US or the Bahamas, that I think will be a very good morning to y'all. I'm KL Wong, and I shall take over from Adrian from here. My presentation of the next few slides will be on the benefits of the pledging program that SCF has started, the referral program offered, the reasons why we stake to build up the liquidity pool, and how the company earns the money to pay investors for the staking rewards. Okay, let's begin. So, what are LP tokens? LP tokens are receipts that you get from the blockchain whenever you stake your cryptocurrencies into the liquidity pool of a certain coin. What is a liquidity pool? Well, Adrian has given a very comprehensive explanation. Simply put, it is a pool of fund that provides an area where people can trade a coin without affecting the price of the coin negatively. It is like a market maker. If you look at the AVE chart, you are able to see the steady incline and decline of the price of SCF. The pool is so big, currently around 860 million, that whenever people are buying or selling the coin, it does not create a big effect on the price of the coin. And this is what we want to see, a steady flow. And this ecosystem is based around the ideology of us staking in the liquidity pool and be compensated by earning rewards from it. So staking FinLP tokens provides you as an investor with a steady flow of income. Let me get out my laser pointer. A steady flow of income without any active trading required. You don't need to learn all the technical charts, candlesticks graph, or stay up late to trade in the market. You just let your staking contract earn you passive income. By staking FinLP tokens, you become a vital participant in SCF ecosystem, supporting liquidity provision and earning attractive rewards. SCF pledging program gives each and everyone an opportunity to earn staking rewards, possibly capital gains from sale of SCF, as well as referral rewards. Referral rewards is also called team rewards. Now, the pledging program provides a fixed return on your principal stake for the tenor you choose. Now, what does this mean? This means you are able to know how much return you are going to get at the end of each day and at the end of the tenor that you are doing. I will elaborate more on this. Now, the SCF pledging program is also very flexible as there are 3 different tenors to choose from: 7 days, 15 days, or 30 days. Now, this means that your principal is locked for the duration of the tenor you choose. Interest is credited daily and can be withdrawn daily, but with a 5% withdrawal fee. Now, SCF pledging program also offers us different type of return and different rates based on your staking duration. So you see, this is a decentralized blockchain, but you are able to control how long you want to risk your capital and what type of returns you want to be paid in. Isn't this wonderful? Now let's look at the slide. We start with the 7-day tenor. Assume my good friend Simon sells his car and have some spare cash lying around before he takes delivery of his Ferrari in a week's time. Now he can pledge his capital into the 7 days tenor contract. He can opt how he wants his return to be paid, either in FUSD or SCF. If it is to be paid in SCF, it will be 1.1% per day. Or if he chooses to be paid in FUSD, it will be 1% per day. He has to make his choice at the start of his pledge contract. You will ask, why is the rate of return for SCF higher than FUSD? Do you know why? Key into the chat box your answer. Do you know why is the SCF return higher than the FUSD? Now, if he chooses to get paid by SCF, he is exposed to price fluctuation of SCF. Yes, the price is around $61 or $60 today, but it can also be 55 at the end of the contract's tenor. So the higher rate of return is given to compensate the investor for the risk factor that he has to make when he opts to be paid with SCF. The price of SCF can also be higher. So if that happens, Simon will be able to enjoy the capital gains from selling the SCF in his hand. Now, what about the 15 days tenor? If an investor thinks that he wants to stake for 15 days and the return be paid in SCF, the rate of return is 1.2% per day. If he chooses to be paid in FUSD, the rate of return is 1.1% per day. Now, my favorite is the 30 days tenor. Why is it so popular and it's also my favorite? Do you know why? Now, if you stake for 30 days and if you choose to be paid in SCF, you will enjoy a daily return of 1.4% per day. As you can see from the price chart of SCF, it has been very steady at current price and it is trending upwards. So choosing for the highest rate of return will get you more SCF in return. Hence, a good possibility of capital gains in the future when I sell this SCF. Now, if you choose the tenor of 30 days, but wish your returns to be paid in FUSD, you will enjoy a daily rate of 1.2%. Now, before I go on, just so you know, FUSD is the SCF stable currency and is closely pegged to USDT, meaning one FUSD is roughly 99.8 USDT BP20. So of course, we all know that one USDT is pretty close to one US dollar. Now back to the slide. Now let's put in some numbers to all this explanation. Now back to my example of Simon and his Ferrari. Let's say he puts in his idle 10,000 FUSD into the 7 days contract. At the time of pledging in the 10,000 FUSD, he has to decide which option to choose, either to get his return in SCF or FUSD. Now let's say he chooses to be paid in SCF. He will get 1.83 SCF per day, and by end of 7 days, he would have 13 SCF in his account. Let's say the current price is $60 per SCF. Now this 13 SCF is worth how much? 780 FUSD, or very close to $780, right? Now if Simon does not sell this 13 SCF, and by next month, if the price of SCF goes up to say $65, he will enjoy capital gain when he finally sells them. Now, if he chooses to get his return in FUSD, it will be 1% per day, which means for 10,000 FUSD pledge, he gets 100 FUSD per day. In total, after 7 days, that will be 700 FUSD in his account. Now let's look at the scenario for a 15 days contract. If an investor thinks that he wishes to pledge his capital for 15 days and decides to get his interest in SCF, he will get 1.2% per day, which is 2 SCF per day. That means 30 SCF in a total of 15 days. Or if he chooses to get FUSD, then it is 1.1% per day. In 15 days, he will get 1,650 FUSD in his wallet after 15 days. Now for my favorite, let's say I wish to stake 10,000 FUSD for 30 days. And if I choose to get my daily interest in SCF, now let's look at the yellow words. I will get 2.33 SCF per day. That means 70 SCF after 30 days. Now if the price of SCF at the end of the month is at 60, this 70 SCF is worth 4,200 FUSD. Okay? Now 4,200 per month as passive income. You're not doing any trading, you're not doing anything, you're just pledging 10,000 FUSD for 30 days. Now you know 4,200 FUSD or $4,200 can go a long way to pay a lot of bills. Now what happens if the price of SCF increases? That means there is a possibility of capital gains for getting paid in SCF. This means my passive income can be higher than the 4,200 if SCF price goes up. Now what happens if I choose to get paid in FUSD as my daily interest? Now the 30 days contract rate is 1.2% per day, which means I get 120 FUSD per day, and in total, after 30 days, it will be 3,600 FUSD. All right? So this means it's $3,600 in a month. Now this example is on pledging 10,000 FUSD. But if you have extra idle capital, you can pledge more. Say if you pledge 100,000 FUSD, what would your returns be? Your returns of SCF will be worth 42,000 FUSD after 30 days. or if you choose to be paid in FUSD, you would have 36,000 FUSD after 30 days. I can go on and on with the different amounts of capital that you want to stake. But remember the two things here. The rate of return, the 1.2% or the 1.1% or the 1.4%, the rate of return for the various tenors and the type of returns that you choose will never change. Now, the most interesting point which I want to make tonight is that if I roll over this 30 days pledge contract for 3 consecutive months, I would have actually recovered my initial capital. This means from the 4th month onwards, after I have withdrawn all my interest received over the 90 days, I am playing with house money. In other words, my initial capital is free money to me. Now, remember what I said just now about the SCF pledging program. SCF pledging program also rewards you with referral rewards. All right, you look at this, referral rewards. Now, what does this mean? What does referral rewards mean? Now, let's say you have a friend. Let's call him Joseph, and you introduce this pledge program to Joseph. Let's say Joseph pledges 10,000 FUSD into the program. And you, as the introducer, will receive 0.15% of Joseph's pledge amount. In this example of 10,000 FUSD that Joseph had pledged, you as the introducer will get 0.25 SCF. All right? Now, assuming 1 SCF is worth 60 FUSD at current price, 0.25 SCF is worth 15 FUSD. And you get this every day. $15 per day just to be an introducer. And in a month, that's $450. Take note, you're getting this team reward in SCF. If SCF price were to increase, you will enjoy the capital gain when you sell your SCF. Now, does this end here? No. What if Joseph in turn introduces this wonderful program to another friend? Say Joseph introduces the pledge program to Eliza. You as the first introducer will receive 0.1% of what Eliza pledges. In this example, we assume Eliza pledges 10,000 FUSD. So you will receive 0.1% of 10,000, which is 0.16 SCF a day. This 0.16 SCF a day is worth $10 a day. If the price of SCF is at the price of $60, $10 a day. Now, at the first level, you are earning $15. And in the second level, you are earning another $10. In total, $25 per day over 2 levels of downlines. You will continue to earn and receive this team reward so long as your friend Joseph and his friend Eliza maintain their principal in the pledging program. Further to the team rewards, there's also management incentives to earn. If you introduce this program to a minimum of 5 persons, 5 persons, and the whole team's pledge volume is a minimum of 50,000 FUSD, you as the direct introducer will get 0.2% of the team's liquidity pool. A GM earns a daily income anywhere between 100 to 500 FUSD. Now let's take an average of 200 FUSD a day. That is 7,000 FUSD a month, or 90,000. 90,000 FUSD a year. That is a 5-figure income, annual income. Now we don't stop at GM. If you have 2 GMs in 2 different lines and a team's pledge amount of 150,000 FUSD, you will be ranked as a VP. As a VP, your daily income is anywhere between 200 to 800 FUSD. Now let's take an average of 500 FUSD a day. That's 15,000 a month, or 180,000 a year. Now that's a 6-figure income per year. If you have 2 VPs in 2 different lines in your team, and your team's pledge amount is a minimum of 500 FUSD, you will be ranked as a SVP. Now the daily income of an SVP starts from anywhere between 600 FUSD a day, and it can be as high as 5,000 FUSD. Let's use an average of 3,000 a day. It would be 90,000 a month, or 1.1 million a year. Now what happens if your network grows bigger? If you have 2 SVP in 2 different lines with a total team LP of 2 million FUSD, you will be ranked to be an ED. Now the daily income of an ED is a minimum of 2,000 FUSD a day and can be as high as 10,000 FUSD. Let's say an average of 6,000 a day, that will be 2.2 million a year, a 7-figure income in a year. And this ranking goes all the way up to MD. You will need to have 2 EDs in 2 different lines with a total LP of 6 million FUSD. The minimum daily income of an MD is at least 10,000 FUSD to as high as over 100,000 FUSD. Now let's say the average daily income is 15,000 a day. That is 450,000 a month, or 5.4 million a year. This is really mind-blowing. And the good news doesn't stop at MD. If you are an MD and have an MD directly under you, you will be ranked MD+. As an MD+, you earn 0.01% of all MD team LP amount. And if you have directly 2 MDs in your team, you as an MD will be ranked as a MD++. As an MD++, you will earn 0.02% of all MD team LP amount. Now this goes all the way to MD++, a triple MD. This means that you have 3 MDs directly below you. Do you know how much an MD with triple plus earns? If you are an MD++, you will earn a minimum of 0.03% of all the MD's team LP amount. So as I mentioned just now, a GM's daily income can be anywhere between 100 to 500, VPs from 200 to 800, and these are all daily income. SVP from 600 to 5,000, EDs from 2,000 to 10,000, and MDs anywhere between 10,000 to over 100,000. Now what happens if someone below you is of the same rank? Let's say you have achieved GM status and someone in your team is also of the same rank as you, which is a GM. You will also earn 20% of what he earns from the team management benefits. Now let's put some figures into the example. Let's say your downline has a group team LP of 50,000. He will get 0.2% as a management reward as a GM. This works out to 100 FUSD worth for SCF per day. And you also rank as a GM, as his upline, will get 20% of his management reward of 100 FUSD. This works out to 20 FUSD per day. Now, I know there are a lot of question marks in your head because investors will wonder how the company can afford to pay all these staking rewards and management fees and management incentives. Allow me to tell you that just like every other public blockchain out there, gas fees are required for every transaction on its blockchain. SCF is no exception. There are various gas fees needed to swap from SCF Fin to SCF Main or SCF Main to FUSD, or transfer of coins from one wallet to another, withdrawal of team rewards, withdrawal of profits, and so on. Fees everywhere. As you can see, fees are everywhere. These gas fees range from as little as a couple of cents to as high as 160, depending on what you want to do. And withdrawal or rewards or profits is 5% of amount withdrawn. Currently, there are over 48 million wallet addresses inside the Fin chain. This is where the mining of the coins is happening in the Fin chain. And about 750,000 holders or wallets that are staking in the main chain. Now, every wallet is performing at least 3 transactions, which is a swap, a stake, and a withdrawal. And in the Fin chain, another 2 types of transaction, which is converting the coins minted or transferring the coins to another wallet. So let's take an average of 100 million transactions done. Now, assuming an average cost of 50 cents as the gas fees, that is 50 million just on gas fees. Now, future development of SCF ecosystem like FinX, FinBill, and FinSBT will generate even more transaction fees to the blockchain. There is revenue income from FUSD issued collateralized interest, FinSol, the virtual casino GameFi revenue, and Finbox, a social media platform where there is advertisement revenue to be made. Now, all these are all the revenue and transaction fees revenue which the company has, and that goes to their operating costs as well as paying our staking rewards and management incentives. So, what is the summary of tonight's talk and the webinar? Now, SCF is one of the 30th blockchain, and it is the only dual chain. Now, we have real income activities, and that is key to our passive income. And there is stability of the liquidity pool with flexible staking terms, 7 days, 15 days, or even 30 days. And there is visibility in the blockchain via the Aave.ai. And our wallets we have personal control of our wallet through this 12-key mnemonic decentralized wallet. And there is also instant extraction and withdrawals of your funds. And let me add, daily withdrawal without any number of limit. So how do you participate in this wonderful project? Go to a person who invited you to this webinar to get a referral link. This is to create your account. Prepare your funds in the form of USDT or FUSD. Get ready some SCF and BNB or TRX or ETH, depending on what type of USDT that you are bringing in, for gas fees to do the pledging and to convert your USDT to FUSD. And after the conversion of your funds, then do a quick pledge to earn your daily income. It's very simple because the app is also very user-friendly. So that concludes my presentation. I hope you all understand, and if you don't, there are Q&A right after this. Carlos, back to you.
All right. Oh, wonderful. What a great sharing from our Adrian and our Wong.
Yep.
It's so exciting, yeah? Because if you're not excited, I am. Because every sharing gets better and clearer, and much more we have already summed up the killer points for our platform. Is a community, it's transparent, and we can see all the live data in AV.ai. We know how many numbers of holders and our huge liquidity pool. So if you want to dump the price, it's not so simple. If you have 1 million, you are, by all means, you are able to convert the 1 million to USDT. All right. And a very great sharing of the marketing plans, and there's no lock if you wish to come in and build a team to earn active income, because your LP can immediately be removed. That means there's no lock. So what you need to do is just to add both your SCF plus the FUSD, which is the part of the ecosystem of SCF chain. And then you don't like it, you don't want to build a team, you are done, you have earned enough for your team rewards, or you have climbed up the rank and you decide to exit, you may do so just to remove, and SCF FUSD will be removed completely within 1 minute or seconds. So that's the good thing, there's no lock. The only thing, if you or any users wish to participate in the pledging program, i.e. to say a 7 days, 15 days, or a 30 days. So all the return of interest, the ROI is predictable and is fixed. So either you get SCF or FUSD. So we will quickly go for the Q&A for those who raise up 5, we will choose 5, right? And those, most of you who texted the questions has already been answered. Okay, Jeffrey, you are allowed to talk. Where are you from and your name? You can unmute yourself. Jeffrey, are you there? So for those of you who wish to connect with the speakers, you may go back to your inviters and who invited you, and then you may arrange accordingly. So you are asking, can the smart contract be paused? It's ongoing, it's running live. Basically, the smart contract is decentralized. You can view your start date, your end date, and you can auto renew or you can choose to turn off. All right, once you turn off, your FinLP will be fully redeemable, plus the ROI that you earn with a processing fee. All right, Jeffrey, okay, we will go for the next one. FinOff. Okay, Murali Krishna, you may unmute yourself.
Yeah,
Where are you from?
I am from India.
Yeah,
Kerala.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay,
And you from?
Singapore. I'm Carlos from Singapore. I'm the host for.
Meeting you here. Nice meeting you here. I have posed a question in the Q&A session, but question was not properly answered. My question was regarding the investment which was made in the month of June in FinChain pool.
Come again. Please repeat your question again.
My question is regarding the investment made in FinChain pool in the month of June this year.
So what is
my question is, already the investors were getting some amounts as returned by way of stacking from April onwards, and suddenly this stacking income was converted into tokens, and that was reduced to FinChain pool by the company, and that was logged in FinChain investment. My question is, when can the investor get back that FinChain investment?
okay?
That has been invested in the month of June, and the income from the mining process is negligible compared to the income which is derived from LP pledge. I got my question is clear, and you would be able to answer my question properly, sir.
Yeah, you are saying during the earlier version of the lending and borrowings contract, and they stopped, and people actually get the eco investment, and also company issued cash vouchers to all these users, right? So what happened? All these users, there is a grace period for them to subscribe to the super notes. And the good news,
not super note, FinChain pool.
The pool, because
I am sorry, FinChain note.
Okay, the Fin, which is the 10,000 note, correct? Yes, those who subscribe to this Fin note is the good news that they start receiving their SCF. Earlier on was FTC, right? So and now they're receiving all SCF. So the good news is this mining is going on for as long as it goes.
Yeah.
So those mined SCF, they can choose to extract out and convert, swap to FUSD and sell to USDT. Yes, instead of doing nothing. Instead of waiting for the complete ecosystem to be up.
Yeah, but that is an uncertain answer to the customers. Customers are eager to know when they will be able to get back their investment in the Fin node.
Mm-hmm. Because I may be permitted to interfere in Kerala, and especially in not only in India, and many of the investors were scammed by some big scam, and most of the investors are afraid to make further investment. So if you are able to convince the investors that you have a very good income generation scheme and scam, these investors will not be scammed, you will be having a very good opportunity here in India too, that too in Kerala also. And my question is not based on as a part of investor, and this question is for the prospecting investors as well. Right. The thing now, company never closed down. Company is still running, is still ongoing. is still what the projected plans is still moving.
Yeah.
So if company were to actually shut or scan people, company don't even need to give out the cash voucher and subscribe to the fin note. There's no need to subscribe a fin note and issue the miner of the SCF to the users. And this is actually you are just a part of a shareholder, a stakeholder of this pool of mining, because it's just like you are having a share in Bitcoin. And
may I interfere? Because when a company team company or a company team is answering to the question should be answered from the perspective of the investor. If you are able to amplify the issues of investor from the point of view of the investor, it's a great chance for getting more confidence of the investors with the company. That's why I am asking this question not for me. I am asking this question for the entire investor community. Many of the prospective investors among my friendship and other peer group are asking, even though this company is claiming that it's a decentralized system, why that happen when the investors are getting some regular income by way of taking the retired time, and even without a permission from the investors, why the company chose to convert the income generated in the stacking pool into the tokens. And for that, I am not able to convince the investor. So that is the main question posed by the prospective investors and already investors who have already invested.
Right. I share your sentiments, and I also feel the pain personally. It's like, why without our consent and this was done, right? So your concern is this. But so if imagine you are the owners of the company, so what would you do if everyone were to just like, because definitely people would panic and then withdraw out immediately.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone do so, then there's no more continuity of building up the company to be going according to the plan to be listed in the Nasdaq, and it's a very difficult decision. If you
if you are able to give more confidence to the investors, especially these investors from India, you will be having very good opportunity, and the doors are open to this company from various walks of people. The only thing is that there's no the company to communicate for a doubt clearing session on a personal basis. We will be only having a facility to get some answers from the what's called your customer care. And the customer care is not providing the answer promptly and properly to the investors. So, as an investor with your company, I happen to be with your company for last more than 6 months. So I am very much interested with your operational system and all. The only thing is that I don't have any company executive or responsible person to get my doubts cleared, and there should be a genuine person to answer my questions. And if you are able to convince me, I can give a more interface and more business to your company, and that I will be benefited in return also. And as a product man, unless certain questions are answered properly, I can spend my own fund, and I can happily keep at peace even if I lose the money. But if I am asking somebody to invest, I should be convinced that their funds are at least safe and the capital will not be lost, because there was a big scam in India, and almost very persons were affected by that scam. That the company was MTFE. They plundered crores of rupees from India. So from that backlog, or from that background, many of the investors are afraid to invest further with any investment that is associated with the crypto platform. This is the reality, what I am telling you.
Right. Because the company actually has a very, should say one of the best plan as compared to so many platforms that has been closed down, that has been scammed, and yet company deliver whatever the users cash voucher has been turned into the minings of SCF. And then people are receiving every day, in fact every 3 seconds, that this SCF you can extract and tokenize into the USDT. So this one, nobody can
I interfere, sir. That is true. But even then, suppose a person not invested any money in the month of June, and the same person invested the same amount now, as on today, he will be getting around right from 1% to 1.4% per day. And whereas a person who invested much back in the month of June is not able to get back his capital, even the capital, because he is getting very negligible amount as a mining return. So he will think as if it was the food that he believed the company and invested at an earlier point of time, and a person who doubted the company and started to make his investment in this what is called LP plans, he will be getting around minimum 1% return per day. So if investing suppose 100 USDT, he will be getting back his capital within 55 days. Whereas a person who invested under 100 USDT 6 months back, even though was not able to get back his original capital. You got a disparity or a contradiction between these two situations.
That is why it's up to individual. There's no a must or compulsory. It's up to individual whether you want to wait. Rather than wait, you can use your SCF to put it into the liquidity LP, into the pool, and build a active income. These are three ways of incomes. By holding the mining, if you do not want to convert into the liquidity pool, and if you are an active leader, a builder, definitely you will put in, because 100 to all may not be a big amount, as you mentioned. So the 100,
my status as on today is not that of a leader. My status is only that of an investor, and some of my relatives and friends have also invested. I have never translated the stage of a leader, because I happen to be a leader only when there is a confidence and somebody to lead me from the company. Direct. See, if you don't mind, if you are able to give me your contact number, I'll get back to you or revert to you after this session, because I am stealing the precious time of other listeners as well. So if you don't mind, I'll share my email group, and I want to connect with you. Then only we can discuss the sticky, and we can talk about a future plan for collaborating with this company.
Actually, who is your inviter or your upline? Your inviter, who is your direct inviter or your upline? You may always get back to your upline. Yeah.
But that upline is not able to connect with you directly, because we need to search the upline, and then only we can reach up to you. So if you are truly representing the company, I am eager to connect with you and get some instructions, and I want to develop this activity, and I want to become a real leader. That's why I am asking for your personal contact number or something like that.
Because I myself
am happy that there was somebody to host a meeting and webinar, and there was a true responsible person from a renowned country like Singapore. I really respect a person from Singapore, so I want to connect with you personally.
Because including the speakers and myself, the host, we are not employee of the company. We are in the same position as what you are, and we are yes, right.
Okay.
Okay, so we will leave to the next person. Thank you for your concerns. Thank you.
Okay.
Right. Okay, Vinod. So
Yeah,
if
good evening, sir.
right,
So I'm Vinod from India.
right. Okay.
But
Yeah.
when the FinPay is going to be launched, sir?
Okay. I do not have the exact date. What I just heard is at the end of the month. So we will still wait for company official announcement. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay. So one more question, sir. And how long the LP pledge taking program will be there in our SCF chain, sir? How long
As
it
long
will be?
as long as it goes, because our full
Pardon,
quantity.
sir, I'm not getting you. Can you please repeat that? Your voice is clear, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah. You are saying how long? As long
Yes.
as long as the ecosystem is up, until we are listed, it can go as long as it can be. Yeah.
So it will be there for many more years, right?
Many more years, I hope. Definitely. Thanks.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Gordon Des, where you from?
Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, evening.
I'm speaking from India.
Yes.
Sir, I have a before a days. I have a 1,000 USDT mining. How much time mining income?
You are saying how much time mining?
How much time mining income? Mining income. Income. Yeah.
Oh, if 1,000.
Yes, 1,000 USDT.
You are in the. That means you
Supernode.
subscribe. Supernode.
Yeah. Supernode. Yeah.
Okay, you can just go to your record. The first day is the August 6, right? The first day you receive the mining, you just multiply the 180. So there is a calculation. If you are subscribed to the Fin node, right? You actually use the amount subscribed divide by the 900,000. Okay, multiply by 2880 and multiply by 80%. So you should get the full release amount.
Okay, sir. Next question is, sir. This company name is Fentos. Why company name is SFC? Why?
SCF, now SCF rebranding. That means a new capital venture has partnership. Actually, new partnership. They pump in more funds. So SCF chain will be the new look. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Last question is mine. Please help me. LP is taking how much in long term earning this me?
How? Sorry,
How
don't
much
get your.
time provide companies the benefit? How much time? Or one year is called. Your plan is 1 year to 6 months it close and another plan is continue. What? Why can you connect time?
Okay, you are asking this the same question that others ask, how long it can last. So it's up to individual. You can choose a 7 days, then 7 days later you exit and that's it. Or you choose a 15 days, exit, 30 days and exit. Or you let the contract auto renew and you continue.
Sir, last question is my last question is main for me that fast stacking program the lending borrowing series support convert company automatical change but not constant my long language. Why?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Fast starting from a super node of lending and borrowing income, but company is running 6 months automatically change your supernode. But next phase is SFC LP program. They are not changes your company monopoly changes automatically, not on constant console for any client.
Yeah, is your suggestion or it's a question?
This is my question.
Your question, your supernode.
Yeah.
You are saying why the mining cannot be automatically go into the pledging, is it?
Yes.
So there's because there's one currently what we are doing now, we can use FUSD to actually pledge for the quick pledge function. So the mining actually can convert it to FUSD and then go into the quick pledge function. Yeah. Right now, this is what we can do. If you just want to say just SCF stands alone, it's not. There's no such function as yet. All right. Okay. So
mining income, how much time they earn for me? Provide company, how much time? 13 years, 20 years, 30 years. Now, how much time? How much year provide for mining income?
As long as it can be, because our total quantity 840 millions, and then this 840 millions every 4 years it will be half. Every 4 years halving. So you are asking the same questions as how long it can go. So I myself also hope as long as it goes, it can last to your few generations also, no problem. Okay, Ken, thank you for your questions.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Linda, where are you from? Singapore, Malaysia? You can unmute yourself. Hello, Linda, are you there? Calling once. 5 seconds. Linda, are you there? You can unmute yourself. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nadine.
Yeah, I think this is the last question.
Hello, sir.
Yes. This will be your last.
You are listening me, please?
Yeah, listening.
Hello. Also, I'm the team Rabbani from Pakistan.
Hi.
Sir, hi, how are you?
Good.
I have a question, sir. If you, there is two kind of pledging, in the LP pledge and quick pledge.
Yes.
Mostly in quick pledge, it's not performing. Mostly.
Not
Why
perform.
there is difference?
Okay,
Yes.
first of all, sometimes it's due to the font size of the phone. You got to actually make it smaller, reduce the font size, because you can't actually see the confirm button, most of them. This is one of the probable cause. And the other one, you need to ensure you have enough gas fee, be it you are using USDT B20 or your FUSD. You need to have SCF main enough of the gas fee to do a quick pledge. And then the quick pledge minimum is 100 and above. So nevertheless, if you can't use the quick, you can't view the confirmation for the quick pledge function, you can do it manually by adding liquidity first, then you go into a pledge. Right?
Yes, sir, okay, but this is, I think, the company want to earn more with liquidity pledge, because there is more gas is cutting through LP. But in quick pledge, there is little bit safety for people to do cutting fees, I think.
So you are referring or you are suggesting the gas fee to improve on.
Okay, there's mostly, I think, when we added $100 in LP, there is mostly when we convert our USDT in FUSD, and there is mostly cut $2 or $3.
You mean the gas fee deduct off? So those users, anyone want to consider adding a $5 to $10 extra, so that you can able to do the quick flash functions, or because of the gas fee. And then to be an active builder, you need to have 1 SCF and the same value of 1 SCF FUSD. That's for the team reward. So based on the current market price, 61, 62, so 125 of Figlet will be good for entitled team rewards. And many people are confused by the LP and the 1 SCF. So 1 SCF with the same value FUSD is around 7 to 8 LP. As for current, if you can see, there's actually show 1 LP is $15.20, so it's around 16. So for 1 LP, that's the minimum that users can actually pledge, so to earn the minimum 1%. So for active user, they must at least put in the 1 SCF, which is equivalent to the 8 LP value. All right. So we have done for the Q&A part. So thank you all. It was a fantastic sharing by our two speakers, Adrian and Wong. Once again, thank you so much for your time. And and thank you for all the attendees in the chat room. We will have more Zoom section, and stay tuned. So Michael, you want to say something? Or we will call it a day?
Yeah.
Right.
I think for those members that are still pretty unsure, right, I think the first thing you should look up to is your upline. So your upline is not responding, you have to look for your upline, right? So you will eventually come back to us. So please try to approach your upline first. And if you couldn't find your upline, then you have to find your upline or any of the leaders out there. So typically that is the structure. All right. So and it's very important for all the members to get to know the latest information and what we are doing and how we develop the market, all over the world. So we just finished our Japan event, right? A couple of days, just 3 days ago. And we're going to have a Vietnam event on the 17th of September, and a Malaysia big event on the 21st of September. So there are a lot of great events launching for our SCF launch on our public chain staking program all over the world. And that's the reason why it's a very exciting news for all the leaders and all the potential members out there. So we got to get over, what happened already happened. And the company is moving forward very strongly. And and with that, that's what all we hope for, so that, the community start to build and the price of the coin starts to grow, as well as our mining that we got every day. So at least from that perspective, that we are actually getting more and more on a daily basis, and the price is going up. With the great community all over the world, I think we will be able to bring up the price with more and more community all over the world. So you can see all over the world is moving. So let's move on. All right. So I think this project is definitely a game changer as compared to what we see in the market. So I think we got to open up our mind and let's try to understand more about what the company is doing. So thank you for all the attendees tonight. We'll have more great session from our sharing from other speakers, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
Carlos. Thank you, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you all. All right. Have a great night. Blessed day. Bye-bye.
Bye.